Hey there. I don't know what happened there. We just sort of cut off. Sorry, you here too. And let's do some more missions.
Yes.
Yes. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Quests. Sorry, it was hidden behind a notification there. Um, Alright, we're taking out ring wraiths at this point. Gorgoroth.
The Nazgul are Sauron's hands in Mordor.
Then we must cut them off.
Are you on, dude? Can you see?
Yeah, I'm on, I can see. So, let's go.
Huzzah!
Let's go kill some orcs.
It has long been customary for the people of Minas Ithil to offer an amphora of water or wine to any visitor from beyond our walls. So,
This amphora, it is older than it appears.
Just as well we reclaimed it then. The orcs would sully it with their grog.
Oh yeah, is Bruce dead now?
Yeah, Bruce is dead.
Oh well.
I was going to give him the fort.
I didn't want the fort.
I know.
The smell of death is here.
That is the work of a necromancer.
Oh yeah, there's also that necromancer. So, we don't really have a main storyline in this game, do we? We just have a bunch of quest lines.
Yeah, just some arbitrary quests. Talion has done his story so far. So now it's just, now I exist, now what to do with it.
There's still, like, stories, but there are multiple stories. This is a Mamorpaga. The worst thing about this gear system is you do kind of have to not care how you look if you want the best stats. Has tracked the Nazgul. Oh wait, hold on, just a second. I forgot something.
Nazgul.
I'm going to use an EXP boost. Again, I will just reiterate, I haven't spent a penny on microtransactions in this game. Ah, the EXP value has doubled. Apparently it's good to do that while you still have missions to do. Because the war games, the Shadow Wars content at the end, I have heard, doesn't unlock until you reach the level cap, which is 60. And it's really grindy to get there.
Nazgul must be close.
Damn.
As long as you wear that ring, they will be closer than you like.
For now I have no choice. How many Nazgul are there?
just one.
Isildur, the king who cut the wood from Sauron's hand.
And wore it on his own. This is the legacy of your rings, Celebrimbor.
Isildur? So he became a wraith. That is what became of Isildur.
These men died at Minas Ithil.
These are no longer men! Ah! Do not hesitate! The only mercy for them is
Defeat the whites. We're fighting whites that are walking.
White Walkers.
Yes, apparently so. Draining them kills them. Apparently.
Raising his enemies, denying them rest, turning them against their brothers. Is there no foul stratagem which king will not employ?
there are bound to be many more. It's best they don't exist. Sleep.
In ages past, I commanded armies of men, and now they will again
Return to
follow
your
me.
rest.
Jack goes, hello Ollie, I would like to play a game. Hey Jack, how you doing? I am playing a game. Defeat the whites, avoid detection.
You are free from darkness. Doing alright with a new Saw film on the horizon. Never got into those. Thought I'd impersonate Billy the Puppet. Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, I never really got into the Saw franchise either. I mean, I watched them, but I just found them boring. Probably because I was brought up in around the time that slasher flicks were a thing.
Isildur must be nearby.
submit to the Witch King, and at our side you will serve. Or you will die, and I will raise you as my puppet.
I may be in Leicester tomorrow. Ah, cool. Where and when? Oh, well, that was handy. Ow. Defeat Isildur.
You still do not understand, but you will be made to. All who are called will serve the Dark Lord.
The cinema, I think, do a recon. Ah, cool. Well, let me know. I'll come and meet you.
Even in death.
Castamere. He serves the Dark Lord still.
Oh no. Defeat the Whites. I'm fighting White Walkers. Ow. Okay, these are pretty tough. When the time comes, you must say, I'm Isildur's bane now. Ah, okay. If I remember to in the heat of the moment, I will. Will you just fade from existence already? Finally.
Isildur will raise more of Gondor's fallen. I will track him. You and I will meet again.
As long as I wear this ring. I'm sure that is true.
He swells his ranks as fast as we deplete them. There is no stronger enemy,
All enemies have a weakness.
or a strength that can be used to our advantage.
The Bright Lord. You must control all 4 fortresses before you can confront the Dark Lord at Barad-dûr. Oh, that's fighting Sauron himself. Alright, so where's the next quest? You must control... Oh, that is... Alright, let's do let's do the Necromancer storyline now, since we've come nearly to the end of that one.
Yeah, might as well.
Oh wait, there are only 4 fortresses, and the last one is Cirith Ungol. Alright, of ghouls and graugs, Zog's cult. Alright, let's kill some necromancers and zombies.
Across Mordor.
And we will find them. All of them.
We will find them. We will find them! Draw out Tugog the Conqueror. Take whatever you want, just don't hurt the boy. I'd rather do both. Okay, so we're gonna kill some zombies. That's been a theme lately, hasn't it?
Hmm.
To the quest marker for the next mission. You're right there, Sam. You're being uncharacteristically quiet.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little... I'm just paying attention, to be honest.
Ah, fair enough, fair enough.
I don't know, it just doesn't feel the same without Ian and his pickled eggs.
Yeah. I take it he's not online, is it?
Probably not at the moment, no.
Ah. Oh, a Shelob memory.
Like the elves, Sauron values
Those
wisdom
are always
and
useful.
truth. But for him, it is a cold, hard thing. He believes freedom is an empty virtue. He believes that Middle-earth seeks perfection in order. He believes that he will achieve what those before him could not.
Where is the... Oh, Jack says, I'm online if anyone cares. Was that a request to join the party? I'm nearly there. I've nearly got it.
You can do it, Ollie.
Yeah, possible. Alright. Sam, you agreeable?
Hmm? Sorry, my headset cut off a little.
For that?
I guess.
Alright, cool. Inviting you now. Just a second. There we go. I've nearly got this puzzle sorted out. But, it's just a little more. I can feel it vibrating, it knows I'm
Hello.
close. Hey Jack, how you doing?
Doing alright.
Cool. Come on.
When I told you I was going to be coming to Leicester,
Yeah.
well, might be coming to Leicester, it's not, I don't know for certain. I thought about if you'd asked me why, I probably would have said to kill you.
You wouldn't be the first to try and you won't be the last to fail. Just put together the bloody picture.
I wish I could help you, but I haven't really played this game, so I don't know the puzzle. If this is a puzzle.
Yeah, you basically got to just look at it at exactly the right angle so that the picture happens, and it vibrates when you're close.
I may have watched a full game
Vibrates for
movie of this,
you, not for
of
really
Shadow of
anyone
War, but
else.
the guy didn't include the Shelob memories. He didn't include the He didn't include the alternate ending, if there is one. I think I read somewhere there
That's
is.
because it's really grindy to get to it. Like, it takes a long time.
Hmm.
And that's there to sell these loot boxes. Because we can't. Why would we be able to have nice things?
Hmm.
It's the game industry. It's kind of not
Yes.
concerned
Why should
with
we ever
whether or not
want
we're
nice
happy with it.
things?
Yeah,
A very good question.
the game's been meta-bombed in protest of the inclusion of loot boxes, which you have to admit do affect the game, even if you don't use
Yeah,
them.
I think it's a good time to start,
I
pointing
wonder if
out
that
that we're
will
not
have any
happy with them
effect.
because it's the only way,
Yeah.
we're gonna get. If we can get rid of them, that's all
I'll
well
admit,
and good.
I have occasionally
Because they're not
spent
going to
money
use
on
them
loot
properly. Because
boxes
the second
on
they
Star
start
Wars
to
Old
use them properly
Republic.
is the second
But
they
it
start
isn't
using
pay
them
to
wrong.
play, it's paying for creature comforts. For example, I pay money so that I can acquire decent
Yeah, but
loot
Star
so I
Wars:
can
The Old
fight-
Republic is free to play. That makes it okay.
Well, you can't get cartel coins for free to
This
play.
game cost 55 quid in shops. It's not okay that they should also charge for that stuff. Free-to-play games have to make their money somehow. Like,
Yeah.
you should understand, I'm not completely opposed to loot boxes as an idea. I just don't like that how the game industry currently implements them in games that you already paid a lot of money for.
That's true. I'm simply saying that I do agree with you. I mean, I like spending money on loot crates for certain creature comforts, like well-priced armor that I can sell on a galactic trade network for lots and lots of credits.
Yeah, but that's in a free-to-play game, so, that's fine. I have no issue with that.
Not the same in this, though.
No. Because I sold an old phone to game for the money, but I paid £45 for this. It's 55 in other places.
Would you still call it fortuitous, or would you say this game has brought you a lot of frustrations that you wish to
I
spend
would say
money on?
that the amount of fun I've had and the amount of time I've put in has been worth the money. But it's still scummy as hell to put the loot boxes in there. And make the game really, really grindy. Just like, that's what people don't get. The fact that they are there, whether you use them or not, means that the game will be designed to try and make them tempting. Where was all this grinding in the last game?
I thought about getting this game earlier when I was in town.
I would
thought
wait
to
for
myself-
a price. Like,
I
I
thought
was
to
half
myself,
tempted. Sorry, go on.
I thought to myself, the number of times I've seen you die, and I don't think that's any particular fault. I suspect anyone playing this game would probably die a few thousand times. I'd probably get frustrated and never really could be bothered to finish it.
Yeah. But,
I did see Ryan Allen Brown though while I was in town earlier. Pointed him in the direction of your channel. He could be watching this right now.
Ryan Allen Brown. Do I know him?
You remember Sam Herwood? He remembered you. He even remembered you, Sam.
Lots of people remember me, but I'm not bragging, but I'm not very good at the whole remembering thing. So.
Neither am I particularly, but I do remember a few people
Finally!
who I was on courses with. I pointed him in the direction of your channel, Ollie, so if you're watching this, Ryan, hi.
True. Never thought I'd hear you say that.
Of ghouls and graugs.
One thing is, I didn't know he knew Sam Congrave. I thought Congrave was before his time at Herwood.
Hello.
Oh, it's the Ent.
As they rise, so shall they fall.
There was something about her I found slightly annoying. I can't put my finger on it.
Yeah. Right, am I going the wrong way?
I don't know, are you?
Let's check the
There is a
map.
distinct possibility.
Oh, the quest markers are not on the map. But I think I am going the wrong way.
Now that does actually bring back memories of the first game. I remember I got lost and I couldn't find the quest marker on the map.
Yeah.
I think I was there. I think I was standing in one place for 15 minutes trying to avoid orc attacks. Because I didn't know where I was going.
Flee this corruption! Flee this filth!
Talion, we must destroy the ghoul mounds. Only then will they stop.
I wonder what it'd be like if they made this game co-op. One player plays as Talion, the other plays as Celebrimbor.
It's an interesting thought. Although without the ability to separate yourselves over a long distance, I don't know.
Probably wouldn't work.
I think they would have to bring in another character. Because Celebrimbor is bonded to Talion, they're in the same vessel.
Yeah.
I mean, he can come out for brief stretches, but if he leaves him for, like, if he leaves his body completely, Talion dies.
I wonder if it'd be wrong of me to say that one of my favourite co-op games was Fable 2.
Well, it's not possible for an opinion to be wrong, but well, obviously,
I think what I just liked about it was the fact that I enjoyed playing as the co-op character than the actual character of the game.
right.
I don't know why, I just did.
Huh. I'm not bothering with the ghoul mounds, I'm just going to purify the necromancer totems.
That is probably the objective. I mean, can those ghoul things actually keep up with you on that beast you're riding?
Not really. And even if they can, they're not an issue.
Well, that one has. That they have.
They did once I stopped.
We won't be able to end the ritual if we don't get through these ghouls.
So do you enjoy killing the other Nazgul? I think you had to take on 3 before a sealed door.
Yep. I tried to upload those quest videos to the channel. One of them wouldn't upload. The one where you actually killed, well, not killed, defeated Helm Hammerhand. What? Wait, what?
I guess we won't hear the scream of Helm Hammerhand sound in the deep one last time.
Oh, Kanan died. Useless.
I fail to see how that's Talion's problem. I know it's not Celebrimbor's problem.
Yeah.
I mean, wouldn't Celebrimbor just say, "Oh no, join the club"?
We've got jackets.
That'll make all the difference.
Oh, a person of importance is dead. Given my level of importance, I fail to see how that bothers me.
Oh, my heart bleeds. Or at least it would if it was still a physical entity.
I suppose that gives you cognition.
Yeah. Right, I'm summoning a Graug.
You might want to do that, yeah.
These necromancers will not stop until all the dead of Mordor have been raised.
Army to rival ours.
A slight improvement on the last one.
Yeah. Okay, quests. Next mission. Where are you? The Burning Forest. Kanan may have survived a battle with the Balrog, but now Zog's acolytes are bringing the war to her. Protect the forest of Kanan. Oh, I can't fast travel there while I'm in combat.
And through each acolyte, he recruits more of the undead.
No, I'm trying to get down.
That's up. That's also up.
Ah, the hell with it.
Did you think for a time you'd be able to dominate the Balrog?
I tried to. Shame that.
Controlling a Balrog.
Oh yes, I have skill points.
And you apparently have the Speed Force.
Yep. There's no upgrades I particularly want.
Get the one you think you would most benefit from.
Well, the one I want is this one here, Dragon Song, which allows you to summon a drake. But
We'll get that then.
I think I've got to finish more of these quests before it becomes unlockable.
That sucks.
Yeah. Okay, can I
wonder if
fast
you
travel
replayed
yet?
this. If you replayed this game, would you have all the upgrades? Would you have all the upgrades? Or would you have to start over?
I don't know. I kind of like playing as a weakened Italian though. It makes, like, at the beginning when the only things you've got to deal with are standard orcs, it makes the challenge a little more interesting.
You say that, but there's the vast number of orcs who you needed armies to kill when you didn't have any. I don't like challenges as much as the next guy, but I do like them to be slightly more pleasant to do, not frustratingly difficult.
Yeah. There's a good and bad way to do difficulty. You want it to be engaging, not just frustrating.
Yeah. I mean, one of the reasons I like the God of War games and the prototype games is the fact that you could do a new game with all the mutations and treasures you unlocked the first time around.
Oh, I'm not saying I don't like New Game Plus, it's a wonderful thing to have.
Also, for some reason, Prototype 2 gave you a cheat whereby you could fire a laser from your eye and instant kill an enemy no matter who or what it was.
Yeah.
I think they called it Medusa's Gaze.
Right.
Strange, really. There was a time when I thought to myself, I-beams aren't very interesting.
Huh. Really?
Nowadays, I think to myself, if I had I-beams, I could win any staring contest.
Huh. Alright.
They come for Khan.
destroy their totems.
Purify the totems again. Okay. This is getting a little repetitive.
Find the great tree! She hides in plain sight!
Haha! Da 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 da.
How's that for environmental support?
Sorry, Garden, I know you don't like fire, but that was necessary.
Fire, fire. Look at him. It's almost as if they didn't want to burn.
I know.
Have you noticed yet that the necromancer only seems to call you dimwit?
I like the way Talion runs towards enemies. It reminds me of Lancelot's run in the Holy Grail.
Hey!
Ha
That guy made me laugh.
Yeah.
He just does a
Let's
stand
not
there and go,
bicker and argue
"Hey."
over who killed who.
Let's not bicker and argue about who killed who.
Yeah, 'cause you did it.
Yeah, I don't want anyone else getting the credit for my work.
Destroy the totems, deathless one!
I'm doing it! Jeez!
Well,
Destroy
do
the
it faster.
totems, deathless one.
Waste to burn it all down.
You're not to enter here if...
Yeah. One left.
I'm trying to imagine a conversation between Zog and an orc as if he was Eric Idle during that guarding the prince thing. I thought you
One
meant
day,
him.
lad.
What
One day,
was it?
lad. All this will be yours.
What, the curtains?
No, not the curtains, lad. All that you can see.
Oh, look there.
Oh.
We found the great tree! All torchbearers to the clearing!
Torchbearers.
Devoured by flame!
We must return to Kanan now.
Yeah, she doesn't like fire. Wood has a tendency of burning when exposed to fire.
Strange how that works. Well, Ollie, as you know, only you can prevent forest fires by
Yeah.
killing these torchbearers.
Ha ha!
And the next orc captain you'll encounter will most likely say, "Did you kill all those torchbearers? They cost
Yeah.
£50 each."
You know, you can actually. The irony of that is you can actually pay for orcs in this game.
Don't tell me you pay them in pickled eggs.
Step up, ladies and gentlemen. Throw a stick and win an orc.
Oh god! There's too many of them! Grow! Assistance! Bodyguard! Assistance!
Cordial assistance.
Well, those orcs looked like they were standing there marking the target for an orbital bombardment or an airstrike.
Yeah.
Is that how they burn the forest down? They've got some flying fortress in the air or something.
Maybe.
I have seen the advantages in death from above.
Yeah.
And we'll start the saturation bombing. Do we have the water balloons? Is it alright if they say happy birthday? Yeah, I'd rather they say death from above, but I guess we're stuck.
Okay. That's them dealt with.
I still don't understand just how Herman managed to wield a musket.
The forest has
He's only got one arm.
Cursed is sunk by furious hunger. A pact unfinished, he will raise Torgoth.
Targoroth is no more, you son.
Oh, seem your efforts were for naught.
And heed. Brothers of corruption hold gloaming vigil. Fire will rise from ice.
If Zog is able to raise the Balrog, it will be his thrall, and its power will be his.
Oh
It
god.
must be stopped.
We might have to kill a Balrog again.
You're not coming with us, are you?
The long
It is highly unlikely, but maybe you'll actually be able to dominate it this time.
forests of Karna must rest in dwell.
I don't think you will, I'm actually hoping you'll try anyway.
Karna
I'll
will
forget
be
that it's on fire and jump on its back.
all is ash. Circle
I will name him George and I will love him and pet him and pet him and love him.
I will pet him and give him walks, and oh, what good friends we shall be.
It's just like
For I am
it's just
Barry
like the
Steak
Nathema
and
beast I have on
Fries.
Splotor. I call him Cuddles, even though he looks like a partially decomposed Nexu. Nexo being the thing that was trying to kill Padme Amidala in Attack of the Clones in that arena, I don't know if you remember.
The Nexu was the cat-like thing.
Yeah,
Wasn't
big
it?
claws, big mouth, big teeth.
Oh, I've dismissed the crowd. Right. I still can't learn the dragon song perk. I want to be able to summon a dragon.
I want to be able to be a dragon. Can't always get what we want, you know.
Zog is determined to raise the Balrog from the frozen lake of Surgerost. He cannot be allowed to succeed. I quite agree. Let's go stop it. Oh, I forgot. My TV was connected by Wi-Fi, so I disconnected that.
makes sense.
I mean, most of the apps on it, Netflix and Now TV and YouTube and stuff, I can get through the PlayStation anyway.
I don't have a choice. Netflix switched off on my computer again.
Ah. You know what? Hammer time.
Do 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 do. Can't touch this. Do you have a hammer?
I used one to detonate that fire. So, I never asked, what did you make of the latest episode of Hellsing Ultimate Abridged, Jack?
I found some of it a little offensive.
I enjoyed
How
it.
so?
A little. I don't really remember now. It's been a while since I watched it.
Yeah. I wonder how they'll handle the ending, because the ending to Hellsing Ultimate, like, even if, no matter how much you like it, it didn't make much sense.
Well, I like the shoot-off between the Major and Serentegra.
Yeah.
I thought out of all the people to...
Oh, this is the
Kill the
mission that
Major,
gives you
right?
the Dragon Song upgrade. Let's do it.
I thought if anyone was going to kill the Major, I suppose Serentegra was probably the best choice.
Yeah.
If Alucard did it, would just seem like overkill.
The ritual has commenced.
We can waste no time.
Targarol, we call you back from your tomb. Rise and join our glory. Targarol lives! He lives! You will not foul the ritual. Targarol will
Oh, it's the guy who keeps calling you dimwit.
not for Sauron. He will fight in my army. A legion of the dead that will rival any army of
I
mortals.
like the fact that he uses spears. I don't really see Zog using any other weapon.
For they will chant my name. Zog! Zog!
Sword... A sword just isn't really a necromancer's weapon.
Yeah.
Mace, too much like Sauron.
Kneel before Zog, apparently.
Sorry Zog, but you're not Kryptonian.
Right, Graug, assistance.
Careful, the Graug might shatter the ice. Now I watched DBZX, the fight between Vegeta and Zod.
Yeah.
I freely accept that ending, with Vegeta winning.
Really?
I mean, Zod is one of those kind of villains who gets blinded by hindsight, who tries to break his enemies rather than actually destroy them. He would knock Vegeta down quite a few times, but Vegeta would just keep getting back up.
Yeah.
And Zod would never try to put him down, by which time it would be too late for him to try. I mean, he thought Superman was powerless in in Superman 2, I think, was it? What does he do? Does he try and kill him? No! He says, kneel.
Huh.
His actor was good though. I like the way he says, "Who is this imbecile?" That's an imbecile. If anyone tries to steal your thoughts, who is this imbecile?
Yeah.
Have you got all the throne rooms now?
No, I've got 3 of them.
Oh. Have you told any of the overlords you haven't killed yet that you've come to accept their surrender?
No, I'll be sure to do that. Where are you? Zog? Where did you run off to, you coward?
He always runs off. Is there steam coming from the ground coming from the ice that's hurting you?
Yeah. Oh god. I could do with training an orc. Because that heals me fully now.
Well, that's convenient.
I mean, it no longer dominates them, but it heals my... Like, you kind of have to choose between perks, unfortunately.
No.
If the steam hurts you, I guess it's true what they say, step on a crack.
Yeah.
You won't break your mother's back, but you'll certainly hurt yourself.
People put an alarming amount of stock in simple rhymes.
True enough.
Yeah.
True enough, without rhymes, life is rough. That's something I just made up, and now it's terrible.
Why can't I kill them with Shadow Strike?
What is dead may never die. I've been waiting for an opportunity to say that ever since you started fighting undead orcs.
Yeah. Will you just piss off already?
I don't need to go to the bathroom.
Stop that! Stop not being dead!
You might want to save that frustration, Ollie. I know how this ends.
Ah! There we go.
Is there an attack on Dragon Ball Z that has that movement? Punching the ground? I know what you're thinking, Ollie. Right now you're
What?
wishing you could take it. Right now you're wishing you could take every one of his spears and shove them into every orifice you could find on his body.
Yep.
Suppose your sword hasn't broken through those spears he's used to defend himself by now, but I suppose he has others.
But let me tell you a secret.
What are those spears made of? Valerian steel?
Truly
Yep.
I think we did it.
And Khanum's sacrifice.
Why did you say that?
Why do you think?
Oh, okay, we did do it. I think we did it. Why would you say that? Ah,
Remember
yes.
when I told you to save your frustrations?
Yeah.
You'll find out.
Now I can summon a dragon.
Might need one.
Oh,
Just remember
I'm-
to say Draconis before you fire.
Okay, I've put the skill points into things. Let's have a look at this sword. It's exactly the same, except it hasn't been upgraded, so I shall equip it. Because once I upgrade it, it will be stronger. Kill an enemy who is on fire. Ah, yes, the one on the plane. Yes! Ah. Quests. Army of the Dead, available in Minas Morgul. In a last-ditch effort, Zog's acolytes attempt to raise Zog and an army of the undead from the casualties of the siege of Minas Ithil. Stop them once and for all. Will do.
That's what I meant by save your frustrations.
Dimwit, shut the hell up. I have a dragon now. Fire works well against the dead, though, doesn't it?
If you say so. I think I remembered one particular zombie game where if you set the zombies on fire, they just go on fire and can kill you easier.
Yeah. Oh, he's gonna... Is it gonna be in the arena?
How long would it take, do you think, for fire to actually properly melt the skin off a zombified corpse?
Depends on how long the
Nasty.
corpse had been zombified. I mean, if it's had time to dry out and all the moisture's gone surprisingly quickly, but still not quick enough that I would advise you try it. Yes, we have come to the arena. I like arenas.
Yeah, I think Roger Moore introduced a particular type of handgun in the film Live and Let Die, which caused a body it shot to become inflated and with gas until it explodes.
Ah,
That'd be a fun thing to fire against a member of the undead. Just let them stand in place and inflate till they pop. You can't eat me. You're already fat.
huh.
This is what I meant by saving the frustrations of like, he's not dead. By the way, not dead. Okay, thanks,
Thanks,
die.
die.
Not the Witch Kings! The dominion of those slave masters is at an end! For today, we rise! Zog's acolytes have been busy. A necromancer is never truly dead. The arena is stocked with dead Uruk, victims of the siege. An army in waiting.
I find it interesting on how there are so many people who are considerably less powerful than Freezer, and yet they've accomplished his heart's desire to never die, to cheat death.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the universe. I mean, there aren't really necromancers in Dragon Ball.
No, but there are a means of raising the dead, and there are those who have become immortal.
There are those who were born immortal. I mean, although immortal does not mean invincible. Master Roshi's immortal. He can still be killed.
Valkorion, the Eternal Emperor, was immortal. I still killed him.
Yeah.
There's one thing though which most immortal villains all have in common,
What's that?
which I found to be most fascinating. It's that even though they've cheated death, the one thing they fear more than anything else is death.
Right.
That is why they strive for immortality. They are afraid of dying.
I'm gonna put you back in the ground.
One who taught me that was Darth Maul. He had such a good ending. He refused to kneel before Valkorion, and when Valkorion threatened him with execution, Ma just said, "It is you who fears death, Valkorion. I do not. I will not kneel."
Oh, are these all dead captains of mine? That's a clever touch. Or captains I've killed, I should say. Yoink!
Well, in a way it's a good thing. They failed to
Zathra
kill
Flame
you
of
once.
War. He's the one I cut in half and he still came back.
Yeah, death isn't the handicap it used to be.
Doesn't screw your career up the way it used to. And the game appears to have glitched a bit because it won't get off this screen. Gonna have to wait for a bit.
I suddenly have a feeling I can't hear Sam Congrave at all.
He hasn't been talking.
Hmm.
There we go. And okay, we're back. Enraged by frost, how about a little fire?
Well, if cutting him in half worked once, why not try it again? I'll say there's one thing I like about this game. I like the versatility in your enemies.
Yeah. He got away. Oh well, he'll die as soon as I purify all the totem poles.
Assuming he isn't defending all of the totems. Those circles on the ground, I'm fairly certain they're traps, but why do they look like bear traps from one angle?
Poisonous Undead Slayer, legendary.
How did you kill him?
I told you when you killed me that I would rise and rise again. But here you are, trying to put an end to me once more, and failing. You are a simple man.
Ugh.
Well, now you know how you're talking for a long while. I believe he was stalling you.
All these captains are legendaries. Will they drop legendary gear after I kill them?
Depends how you kill him, I would think. Then again, I don't know
Alright,
much about
I've
the
had an
game.
idea. Oh no, it's not letting me do it. Maybe I have to get into more neutral ground.
You're not going to do that while you're kneeling and waiting for death. Suppose you can but try.
Zombie troll. Okay. I might need a little bit of help here, but it doesn't let me summon the dragon for some reason.
Well, I'd like to help you, Ollie, but I'm already sitting in my chair.
see if a growl will come. Oh, a growl will indeed.
You know, I think on the last video you did up when what you did to Grooms. In a way, it's a good thing he's dead.
Yeah.
Seemed like a kinder thing to do than letting him live like Reek.
Yeah. That's why I wanted him to die.
Still, you might as well have called him Reek. It doesn't matter whether you wanted to be on Greyjoy him, but you already had. You might as well have taken it a step further. I believe your Grouge is dead.
Yep.
Certainly hope you accomplished something in that time frame.
I managed to take out a captain.
How many more to go?
Sorry?
How many more to go?
I'm just interested in killing the captains. You get experience for doing that. Zog's arrow proof. So he's not going to go down the same way he did before.
Adaptation, I would think. Learning from his mistakes. The only mistake I made was dying at your hands. I will not repeat it.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do.
I think an appropriate retort to that would probably be, you should have thought about that before you came back from the dead.
Yeah. Damn you.
How many chances have you got left?
Sorry?
How many chances to come back after you've been knocked down have you got?
No more left.
You better not get knocked down then. Oh, it's in again.
Oh god. This isn't going well.
Suggest you engage running mode.
There we go. And the captains aren't dropping gear, so I'll just purify. I mean, hopefully once I...
It's a shame they don't die when you take out an individual totem. You'd think there'd be a backlash from an explosion or something.
Yeah.
Backlash, good word, I think.
Yeah. Oh, damn it! If only I still had my Graug to keep them away while I did that.
No, you don't.
Well, soon I'll be able to summon one again.
You want my advice? Stall until you can, if that's what you need. I mean, if you have the Speed Force, run, Ollie. Run.
Ah, that works too. Yes.
You understand now, don't you? The dead aren't dead. They're just waiting for
It is almost like you're trying to make the 3 count playing SmackDown vs. Raw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Once you're out of the way, we will all rise again.
Remember, you don't have any more chances.
No, but I do have this guy. Well, that didn't last long.
Huh.
I have a question for you.
What?
Die.
That's not a question.
That's because I don't do requests. Well, that didn't last long.
Huh. So a Graug won't do it against him. I'll wait till I can summon again and summon a dire Caragor.
No, I don't think I've ever seen a Necromancer with aim quite like Zog's.
I know.
Every Necromancer I've encountered just use bolts of magic. You know, if you could summon a dragon here, they could probably bring it down just like the Night King. Just as well you can't summon it.
Yeah.
Bet you're getting frustrated now.
A little.
Kill him again. Oh yeah, Ollie, I dug out the original South Park movie the other day.
Sorry?
I dug out the original South Park movie the other day. Thought it'd be a fun little venture to go back into.
Ah, yes.
It's just fun to watch. Yeah, that's the movie that broke their minds originally.
I can hear some on the
Trey
YouTube
and Matt's
video,
minds
but
were
I can't hear
broken
him
so
in the
much
classroom.
after that. Apparently that whole, you know that whole thing they did with the whole, in the background of one of the scenes where they have the Terrence and Phillip movie to being only a minute long. Apparently that was based off a real thing that happened during the filming, during the release schedule. Apparently the original movie was a lot longer, and there were a few more scenes they wanted to put in, but they kept getting like a group similar to the Mothers Against Canada group who kept trying to get them to censor it, and then it got to the point where they just said, look, if we keep censoring it for you, it's going to be only like 2 minutes long. In the end, we only got the version we got simply due to them being so stressed out. The group being so stressed, they just went, you know what, fuck it, just release it however you want.
Yeah. Oh, god damn it.
There's only one thing I can think to say if you ever complete this mission.
What?
I see dead people all laid at my feet.
I gave you vision, and you gave me this.
I was very close.
If at first you don't succeed, tough, try again.
Oh.
You understand now, don't you? The dead are dead. They're just waiting for someone who will listen, who will answer their call. Once
Well, at least you don't have to do the whole thing again.
we
Yeah.
all rise again.
How dare you?
I wouldn't bother summoning anything from now on, Ollie. For too long, it'll be like The Simpsons calling a babysitter. I request a beast to summon for fighting Zog. Lady, you've got to be kidding.
Huh. Why won't you lock onto him, you...
Because that would make the game easy.
No, it would make it functional. That, at the very least, I expect.
Functional, I think, is actually becoming a bit of an old wives' tale, if you ask me.
What do you mean?
Well, I was trying to listen to an audiobook on Audible, my Audible app on my phone. For some reason, it sent the audiobook right to the end, and it somehow managed to delete the bookmark I left for it.
Huh.
I think it took me 10 minutes to find where I was. Look at all the times Skype's let you down.
Yeah.
Well, at least your ability to repel last-minute executions is functional. For the moment. I think I remember a time when it didn't work for me when I was playing Shadow of Mordor. I think that might have been the thing that put me off it. I think that was a bit too frequent for my liking. I'd suggest not standing still. Call me old-fashioned. Ollie, when he throws a spear, make sure you're not standing where he's thrown it.
Why won't it do why won't it, like, in the air, the bow and arrow? Why not? That's the button I've been pressing. God damn it.
Might I suggest a new strategy? You are sort of running out, for want of a better word.
Yeah, go ahead, suggest a new strategy. I'm all ears.
Well, I already suggested the idea of not standing standing where he's aimed. I'm not entirely sure it's possible because I don't necessarily know the game that well, but it seems to me using something which he will just immediately counter or deflect gets you nowhere.
Yeah, well, he's immune to arrows. I don't get the time to initiate a glade attack. He kills anything I summon. I can't vault over him. He doesn't seem susceptible to the freezing.
Have you tried fire?
He's immune to all projectiles. So
The ground fire things are projectile?
well, no, but you have to charge your wrath meter to use that. I'm doing it now. That doesn't seem to have done much. Although... Although...
Have I suggested a good strategy?
Let's try and... The executions work. And it seems that if I just... It's cheap as hell, but if I stun lock him with these hammer blows that don't appear to freeze him, I should be able to charge my wrath meter to the point where I can just keep using executions.
So glad I could help lead you to this conclusion, Ollie. You needn't thank me, of course.
Fair enough. Ow.
You punched me in the face! I wonder if it's actually worth getting the distance from him. Seems to me that he can damage you just as well without that.
Yeah. is basically immune to most forms of attack, and there's no other orcs to build up your hit streak on. So, yeah. So I'm basically reduced to spamming the stun button until my combo meter is charged enough that I can damage it.
Oh, Talion, the only Ranger of Gondor who could benefit from being surrounded by a handful of orcs.
Yeah.
Although I have to say, sometimes it doesn't look like he's benefiting, but then again, looks can deceive. I'd certainly say keep getting in close is probably the wise move here. Can't really throw his arrows at you, can he?
Gotcha!
Kill me, Ranger. I will wait among the dead. Then we will all rise together.
If I've had any single regrets for the countless horrific events that have transpired in my wake, it's that I am finally dying.
It is Kana.
Oh, now you arrive! Sure could have used aerial assistance sooner, huh, Ollie?
Yeah. Level 40 Epic Forest Room. Gives me more focus, might as well use it.
Well, at least he's finally dead.
Yep. Unlock skill. Right. Don't really need any of the other skills. Vengeful Drain. Retaliation drains your attacker. Or gain one more. I've unlocked the skill, but I doubt I shall ever use it.
You never know.
Alright, so what else we got? Siege missions. Right, I think we got to capture at least this last fort before. Right, so we've got to take Kirithungol.
Well, that'll be your last chance to impersonate Thor Darkworld then.
Sorry guys, I smell something burning. Would you excuse me for just a second while I check that out?
Sure, sure.
Might be the Molotov cocktail I sent to you.
I'll let you know. False alarm, everything's fine. Whew.
Yay!
Sorry, what's that you said? I couldn't hear you. Alright, I can hear you now. Oh, okay. Right. Alright, so, let's take a fortress.
Will you name your forts after your friends?
I don't know. Probably not. Maybe. I don't know.
I suppose you could always name one Fort Grews.
Fort Bruce.
Probably wouldn't sit well with the rest of your troops.
I'd have given him a fort eventually. He didn't have to betray me for that one.
Maybe you like that specific
well,
one. Maybe it holds significant memories for him. And that's
Maybe.
where I got my 16th pickled egg.
Well, I suppose
It was a
Fort
magic
Jack has
day.
a nice ring to it.
And from that day, I wanted that fort for my very own.
Wait a minute. Quests. Yeah. The only quest we've got left is challenging Sauron directly.
Slap him in the dick.
And in order to,
ready for that.
and in order to do that, we need to take this fort. Right, let's have a look at my army in this area. Okay, army. Couple of dead captains I can replace from my garrison.
What does
I wanna-
Sauron actually What does
Sorry.
Sauron actually contemplate when you have more forts than he does?
I don't know.
the Bright Lord's got more forts than we do. Oh, so he does.
So he does. Just doesn't care.
And you, since Sauron is currently a Great Eye, I think he would probably say, "Yes, I can see that, thank you."
I wonder if Sauron wears a contact lens.
No, it would not.
I think they mentioned that in Family Guy at one point.
Oh yeah, there was that cutaway that one time Sauron lost his contact lens. Oh god, where is it?
He'd wear a monocle.
You know, before appearing in
Wouldn't the
movies,
magnifying effect of the monocle just magnify the heat from the flame and make a handy laser flame vision thing?
you know, before he got that role, he did a still
in
image
Lord of the Rings
in
Battle for
the
Middle-earth,
Resident
the
Evil
most
2.
powerful weapon you could wield was a fireball from Mount Doom.
That's William Birkin's eye.
You could use the Great Eye, but it would be. But you could only
Come
use
on,
it to spy
you've
on
got
the
to admit
enemy.
it makes sense, Ollie.
Yes, it does make sense.
Sadly.
Still on the Balrog though, that was fun.
Yeah. Okay. Alright.
Oh.
See on your
The
side?
flame guy got speared in the gut.
It seems like these guys are a little low level. I'm going to destroy the common ones for gear, and then pawn off the gear for silver, and then buy another 20 war chests. I mean, I've got enough silver as it is for 20 war chests. Numenorian armor.
If you can't think of any use for it, you might as well become silver.
Yeah. Battle hammer.
Stupid warrior not losing the battle. Winning the battle.
Are these your people you're just murdering?
Yeah, I get gear from them. But they're low levels now.
So do their souls just become the gear, or...?
Sir,
Basically.
in light of the fact that many of our captains are being murdered, we've decided to form a union.
Adorable. Just makes his head explode.
So
Oh wait,
basically
no,
you're
that was a
going-
troll. Oh well.
So tell me, do you
I'm
go
a
into
level troll.
the different villages and start feeding of orcs and start feeding on them like Cell?
If Gruz were alive for this, would you execute him or would you spare him?
I'd spare him. I liked Bruce.
Even though he was effectively weak?
I didn't want to do that.
You didn't have a choice, don't feel bad about it, but don't ignore what happened to him. You turned him into Reek. You might as well call him Reek.
Yeah. Then I might get sued by Ramsay Bolton for, I don't know, theft of intellectual property.
Ramsay Bolton doesn't sue, he flails. If you were born out of wedlock in Westeros, where would you choose to be? And what I learned from history and lore is that where you are, what
Dawn.
land you're from, will determine what your last name is. So you would want to be
Dawn.
called.
I'd be.
So you'd want to be called Oliver Sand.
Yeah, well, well that and the fact that the Dornish actually don't hate bastards.
Yes.
You know, so that's probably the best place to be born one.
Yes, that is a good choice.
Right, let's have a look at this gear. Any of it good? Some of it good.
I wonder how the Bravosi treat people who are born out of wedlock.
Oh, I can upgrade my current sword. Excellent. The Bravosi. I don't know.
I know out of all the warriors I'd like to be, I'd probably like to be a Bravosi swordsman like Sirio Forel.
Ah, a Numenorian dagger that's stronger than my current one. But that I can't upgrade for some reason.
A dagger that actually looks like a dagger.
I think I prefer the broken sword to the daggers.
I prefer the daggers myself, but
And the broken sword seems to fit in more with the character.
yeah, but why would you use a broken weapon? Like,
If it works just as well as if it works just as well as broken, no reason not to. Fits in more with his story, the fact that Talion is technically on his own in Mordor with no real weapons to supply himself with.
yeah.
I mean, without this loot crate system, where would he get another dagger?
Yeah, that's true.
By all accounts, his other sword should have broken by now. I do like the outfits with the hood. It makes them more ranger-like.
Yes, I suppose it does.
If they made another sequel to this game, who would the final boss be? Would it be the Mouth of Sauron or something?
Possibly.
In Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth describes the Mouth of Sauron as a very capable fighter.
Yeah. So how much silver did that get us altogether? About 4,000 odd. Oh well. About time to replenish our ranks with hopefully better soldiers.
The way you say 4,000, you make that sound like it's not a lot.
Well, it's not really. Like, I'm about to spend 30,000 on orc followers.
May not be a lot by standards of this game, but 40,000 pieces of silver only. You could walk out of Mordor a very wealthy man.
Okay, who we got? Level 41. Level 44. I think that makes them around the strongest I have. And hopefully they'll all be in that ballpark. Ah, big guy. Asdrill's the champion.
Is it just my imagination, or do they all raise their arms and smile around as if they say, "Hey, nice being here"?
Yeah. Ah, two big guys.
I remember if you recruited troll mercenaries in... Hang on.
What date is this?
15th? No. 14th
Oh,
December.
is this Star Wars?
Hang on, 13th. It's over midnight.
I can check the date for you to confirm if you like.
What'd you say?
If you need me to, I can quickly just check the date to confirm.
No, it's alright.
Well, you can just go to the Cinema Deluxe website and see. I think.
Well, we already got... The date's already on the ticket, are we?
Yeah.
I have the ticket, I mean...
Yeah.
I remember when I recruited troll mercenaries on Warcraft 3, they only said, "I kill for you." And then there was the two-headed ogres you could recruit who just said, "What are you looking at?"
Ah.
Past the 2 hour mark, by the way.
Yeah. Should we at least take the fortress before leaving it?
You can play up to 3 hours, it's
Yeah.
your stream. I mean, it's a Saturday, so I don't have to go to work. I could even Skype with you after this.
Yeah. Pratu Bone Crusher. Troll with a flame weapon.
We don't have to do that, Marge. I'm not tired. I'm not tired at all. Ooh, glad that wasn't us. You know, I found this YouTube video earlier, how Merlin reacted to his death scene.
Right.
First we see him finish his West Virginia song, then blowing up. Then the next thing we see is him back on the plane going, fucking spectacular!
Ah, very good.
He was not wrong at all.
Oh, a legendary.
Well, good.
You can get those in the silver chests. Didn't
Well,
think
I
you
mean-
could. And that's all of them. Ah, level 54. My assault force is already level 223. You know what? I am going to hopelessly overkill this.
I'll be heavily amused if you die despite doing that.
You're getting deployed. I'll even make you a siege master. If there's an unknown or enemy captain, any Dead Man's Boots duel that takes place will likely
Do they betray you?
I don't think so. I mean, obviously, maybe they can. But if there is an enemy or unknown captain, the duel will be between my new captain and them, if there's no... So it's a good way to clear the field of enemies.
Good strategy, to be certain. Let's hope they don't betray you. You did, after all, spend good silver on them.
Yeah. You're going in too, big guy. Oh, you can be a siege leader as well. That flaming club of yours. Tars the Unyielding. He's not so unyielding now.
Ollie, unyielding means he doesn't yield.
His body did.
If he's not unyielding, then... Hang on a minute, was that the name of the guy who your chap killed? Or was that the name of your troll?
That was the name of the guy he killed.
Oh, I can't really read the names properly from my current vantage point.
Huh. Gash who watches. I know there's at least one more unknown captain.
Slaughter them all then. Of course, if your captains die in the siege, you won't be able to take any. Won't be able to take any of his, will you?
I can take them in the
killing
field.
off the most prestigious champion ever, vacant.
Asbro Warborn. He sounds like a troll. I'm putting him in. Oh, there are 2, 3 more.
Sounds like a troll. What would you have done if he was as big as Ratbag?
I don't know.
Why is the Overlord letting this happen?
There's not much you can do to stop. They either don't know that they're working for me, in which case it's just business as usual to them, orcs in fight all the time, or they aren't in a position to be able to stop it.
Spreading nasty rumours would undermine his power base if you had that ability. Mind you, Talion really isn't into politics, is he?
Nah. Well done, Crimp. Oh, my controller is out of charge. I'll just connect it to...
Well, we are at the 2-hour mark, Ollie.
Yeah.
Have you literally just started a civil war in that fort?
Basically, yeah.
Why bother going in?
Because it's fun.
And unlike the Lannisters, you didn't have to marry anyone to make this happen.
Nope. The champion of Gorgoroth. Ah, yes, an arena champion.
I think I found a YouTube video earlier where someone pitted their captains against each other in gladiatorial combat. Can you do that in this game?
Sometimes. Like, a good way to level up your captains is to have them fight in the arena. But it's normally an enemy captain that's the opponent, but occasionally it's one of yours. In which case you lose a captain, so I don't really tend to take those fights. But even if your guy loses, you can dominate the other guy to replace him.
Well, you would want the stronger one, wouldn't you?
Yeah. So it's a win-win for me. I think that's all of them. I think all of the forces in here are mine now.
Now you just have to see if they don't betray you.
Assault leader. I want some trolls on the front lines. Why can't... Oh, he's my bodyguard, I imagine.
I find it humorous how you're playing a human and you've effectively just said, I want some trolls on the front lines.
Ah, the legendary. Actually, I'm gonna have them switch places. And I'm gonna give him a contingent of mounted cavalry. That way he can lead a mounted division.
Is he fast enough?
Well, he's on a Caragor himself.
Oh, I thought the troll was a few seconds behind you. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, he can stay. A wild drake. You're getting replaced by Thrak the Vile. Oh my god, I can get another one. Garl the Shredder. Attacking orcs capture victory points much faster. Inspired orcs enter a bloodthirsty rage. Capture victory points faster. Right, my assault force level is now 418 to his 54. Let's go. This isn't even fair.
Is the fact that it is unfair a problem for you?
Oh, not at all, but it's worth mentioning.
I did say be ruthless. Maybe if
That's
you
a
do give him the
nice
chance.
thought.
You conquered it, I know, but what
It
was
is.
the cost?
I like how the
Did they
sun
toy with you?
shines
Did
over
they
it.
make you bleed? I only hope we give better than they did. You challenge us with that ragtag regiment? This is an insult to our honor and our pride.
Ragtag regiment.
Enjoy spilling your guts open and drenching our grounds with your blood.
This idiot
Maybe
has
he will
no
actually.
idea
Maybe he
what
will
he's
surrender if you give him the chance.
Nothing these freebooters like more than taking what isn't theirs. And speaking of what isn't theirs, we're taking this fort.
No mercy. Oh, hold on. I've got a way to make this go a little bit faster. There you are. Haha.
This is terribly unfair now.
Dracaris.
We really they do fight battles in similar patterns, you and I,
Really?
Yes, I'd be flying from a dragon right about now.
Oh, that Drake is broken. I can ride it, heal it, and turn it to our side. If only I can get a line of sight. There we go. Dracarys.
It's a little difficult to see when I'm not on there.
Now there are 2 dragons in my... Well, that fell quickly. And easily.
Did you need them?
What, the dragons?
Are you literally gonna just walk into those circles and plant a banner in them?
Maybe. It looks like they've already captured it.
Is this a siege or a slaughter? Which is it?
I think slaughter would be a lot more apt to term at this point.
Did the enemy even fight back?
Oh, they are. It's just not very noticeable. My dragon needs healing.
You know, I think I watched one of your streams earlier and there was an orc who you picked up with a dragon and he said, "Don't eat me!"
Oh.
The words that came to my mind were, "Don't tell me what to do."
I'ma do it. Oh. My siege animals are retreating. I guess I don't need them anymore. Now, where's some of that elf shot? Well, we made short work of their forces, didn't we?
Oh.
That was very unsatisfying.
If you give him a chance to surrender, do you think he will?
Oh, my weapon is cursed.
Yeah, order, I'm surprised your weapon wasn't cursed earlier.
Yeah. No, I mean, if I hit someone, it will curse them. I accept your surrender.
He hasn't surrendered, has he?
Are you here to challenge me? I love a good challenge.
No, just here to end you.
He's not even a high enough level for me to recruit. I don't even need you in my army. I'm just going to kill you.
Well, if he comes close to killing you, you can always reconsider your options.
Yep.
Now, he either didn't surrender because he's too pig-headed to surrender, or he's got an ace up his sleeve. That's not working.
Oh, he's arrow-proof.
Every time you say arrow-proof, I keep thinking it means someone who is completely unaffected by Stephen Amell's acting talent.
Is there such a person, though?
Well, I think my former line manager didn't like Arrow very much.
Well, your former manager was wrong. I know it's a matter of opinion, but that particular opinion is wrong.
She didn't really like Avengers or David Tennant.
I rest my case.
She did like Daredevil.
Fair enough.
And Luke Cage.
Yeah. You're not even worth brainwashing.
It would be interesting though if you could. What would that say about all the troops around you?
I mean, I can. It's just not worth it. It's not a high enough level to be worth it.
You can always turn into silver later.
No, he wouldn't be in my garrison. He'd be in the on the map. You can't really do it to them on the map.
Okay, fine. It'd be amusing though if you could go up to him and say, "You're going to be my bitch. I'm going to turn you into silver, but not before I drive a sword into you, because you're my bitch."
Slow down. Let's make this last, you and I.
Last, let's not and say we did.
You got me. You got the fault.
Good job he's not ice proof.
Nope.
From that angle, he looks a bit like a thumb.
Yeah. Oh, they got a legendary sword out of the deal.
Guess you're better off killing him then.
Something tells me the last fort I took was supposed to be the last fort I take, as in this one. Because the last one was much harder. Why doesn't he say anything?
I've run out of inspirational speeches.
Maybe it's a glitch.
Maybe it is. I think
Or
it
maybe
is.
he's doing Orc sign language.
Well said, Talia. Region conquered.
I'm a man of few words. By now you've realised this.
Right, who do I want to promote to Overlord?
I like the one with the flaming weapon.
What, Stack the Champion of Gorgoroth?
Is that the one with the flaming weapon?
He has flaming weapons.
I meant the troll.
The Troll. Ah, alright, yeah. That's a nice intimidating Overlord. New missions now available. Let's have a look at that sword I got.
How is it that we didn't encounter any leader trolls in Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Did you know the cave troll in the Fellowship of the Ring, they did his roar by getting a guy to shout through a tunnel?
Huh, I didn't know that. Alright, what missions have we?
And the Balrog was someone rubbing two cinder blocks together.
Huh. We could go to the fighting pits. Or we could...
I would have thought two cinder blocks would make such an effective noise. I mean, that bit when we first see the Balrog and he just roars. That mouthful of fire.
Huh.
One of the finest images I've seen in the Lord of the Rings film, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. Your army is assembled and Mordor is almost within your grasp. There will be no turning back after this. What do you think? One more?
One more than probably the
It's up to you,
time
it's your
to
game.
call it a stream.
I think by then it'll be the end of the game.
Could save it for
Well,
the next stream.
But then that's one mission, it's not enough content.
You've got 33 minutes.
I suppose then there's no
Crazy.
choice but to go into overtime.
And to Sauron.
You've got just over half an hour till the
3 hour mark. Just 3 hour mark, not a 3 hour mark remark, which would be awesome.
As long as his throat could hold
Would you
out for
say
that long.
3 hour mark in unison though?
Sorry?
Can you imagine, Ollie, as you as Talion and me as Celebrimbor, and you're speaking in unison with you?
No, I can't really. I don't think they'd say the same crap I do.
I'm imagining you killing people with a warhammer like the one Gendry has in Game of Thrones, and then when you need to dominate a mind, I show up in a ghost image, and they say, "Stop having a will of your own. It's not good for you."
Ugh. So, is your coming to Leicester tomorrow dependent on anything?
Depends on whether my dad decides to.
Alright, fair enough. Well, let me know and I will come and meet you.
Don't know if there'd be much to do. We're only just seeing if we're only just checking out the hotels in distance to the cinema. At least that's what I think we're doing.
Ah, right. Fair enough.
As you know, it's always worth seeing you, Ollie.
Yeah.
Seeing old college friends. I did say I saw Ryan Allen Brown earlier.
Our forces are ready, and Sauron awaits.
Oh, we're going right into the fort now. Or did I?
Are you sure you're not looking to go behind the fort?
Apparently we are, but I don't understand why we would. I imagine that will be made clear.
Well, I think on how far and how fast Talion have run, what do you suppose
Yeah.
the state of his feet must be right now?
The state of his
Must be
feet.
torn to shreds by blisters by now.
Yeah. Warning, you're about to enter the final battle for dominion over Mordor. The Bright Lord and the world itself will be irreversibly changed irrevocably changed after this. Before you start the mission, you should ensure that you have explored the story quests of Eltariel, Bruce, Canaan, Idril, and Baranor. We've done them all.
You're fine then.
At least I think we've done them all. Just checking to make absolutely sure. Done, 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 done.
If you're on the verge of killing the Nazgul, remember what I said about Isildur?
Yep.
I hope you've got your dramatic voice ready.
Yeah.
Similar
Bright
to when
Lord.
Vegeta... In a dramatic but dark tone. Similar to when Vegeta abridged, it said to sell. It said crystal to sell.
Act 3, Shadow and Flame.
Now this would be a good time to see the Balrog, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Of course you know you won't, since you're
What?
imprisoned
Italian. What?
Isildur awaits.
We bring this water.
We have conquered the forts of Mordor!
I hope your army's big enough to take all that on.
Sauron's army advances, ready to butcher every last one of us! But we will not die under his rule. We do not serve the Dark Lord! We will sally forth on the battlefield and take this land for our own! You fight for Mordor! You fight for the Bright Lord!
Okay, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Defeat Sauron's army, no problem.
I remember the last time I was standing at a bridge and facing something powerful and intimidating. You know what I did?
What?
I retracted the bridge and it fell to its death. The group I was playing Star Wars Old Republic with at the time laughed out loud. I don't think they thought that would happen. For me, I was just standing next to the bridge controls and I just thought, no. Laughed out loud because I couldn't believe that worked.
Summoning a dragon.
I got a dragon!
Actually, that's a dragon. That's a fantastic idea.
I was going to say, come and get me Sauron, but that works too.
Yeah.
Never thought I'd hear that!
Oh, the captain is dazed. And enraged. Oh, okay, I was gonna turn him to my side, but... Oh well. Nicely done, Hoglick the Berserker.
Hey, this is what you had those captains for, remember?
Yeah.
If the game's going to change after this, any captains you dominate probably won't be available to you. Might as well just slaughter them. As a mad king once said, burn them all.
Sauron's throwing his entire
Oh.
army at us!
Hold on. I'll be able to upgrade Bright Lord equipment if I convert that guy. So, Bright Lord sword. I have to have it equipped while I do it though. Bright Lord's dagger. I don't know which one it is. Bright Lord's bow. Bright Lord's armor. It's kind of appropriate that I'm wearing it at least, but...
Lose it all!
Don't kill him yet, don't kill him yet, don't kill him yet!
You killed him as
Oh,
you killed
damn
him.
it. Yeah.
Oh, you
Shit.
idiot!
I'm gonna stick in the Bright Lord armor. Just because I can't be bothered to change out of it.
This is only the beginning.
Oh no. He's gone. Not him.
Well, if I could feel anything right now, it would be sorrow. Unfortunately, that sorrow is somewhat overwhelmed by damning rage.
After all we've been through, I'm almost sorry this is to be the last time.
I wonder if Flog will be here, since orcs that apparently know me are here.
Is he still alive?
You mean it too weak-minded for me?
Can't recruit. So be it.
Why didn't you shame him?
Because it wasn't a matter of level.
Ranger, isn't that a bad omen?
Yep, friend's bleeding out.
I gotcha.
The maggots will return you to the earth, as they do with all.
Good boy. That's a good dragon.
Your time has come, Talia. All that you have
I like it how you're just pacing across the bridge, almost as if to say, haven't we killed them all yet?
This is the fate of kings
Oh, look who it is. The one who started all this. You had a choice, if only you'd been stronger. Marcel won't save you now.
Oh, I just need to
get in that horse wheel.
Ugh. That won't be necessary. Just let me. There we go. Fully healed.
I'm going to be quoting Elrond in a minute. It's sealed off!
Oh, he's not affected by the slow-mo thing.
What would he do?
Everyone else is.
He's not everyone else.
Nor is anyone. Where's the barrier? There it is. Sorry.
That's right, it has to be on the bridge where you were, in the direction you were going in.
Oh.
How many chances you got left?
None. And I can't see what's going on.
I think you've almost got him.
I'm Isildur's Bane now. Ah, and a flashback.
That did sound pretty cool. You think it looks better than the one in the film?
Not really.
I am the Lord of the Ring.
I like how the pupil in the flaming eye becomes Sauron. How does a ring slide off your finger on its own?
The ring has a will of its own. Maybe it can adjust its size. I mean, it couldn't fit a hobbit's hand and a human hand both equally well, so it must be able to adjust its size so as to allow that to happen.
You will serve me for all eternity.
Well, we all know that that Sauron poured his malice into the ring, but do you think maybe the ring corrupted him? Made him worse than what he was?
Maybe.
I cannot allow this. Isildur, I release you! No! Find peace in death.
He was not.
Why does he
yours
deserve
to
peace?
release.
He started all this.
It was not yours
Could have
to
ended it.
enslave.
I did more than that. You broke Sauron's hold. You dominated him.
And I will dominate Sauron. His armies will be mine.
We are meant to destroy Sauron.
Sauron cannot
You know
be
what's going to happen
destroyed.
now, don't you, Ollie?
Yeah.
Always right. We fight and fight, but evil always returns. Talion, we can end this here.
We must ensure order is restored to light, not darkness.
I will not trade one Dark Lord for another. This is not the end I have fought for!
But you are
Ring
not the only
bearers
one
always
fighting.
deceive.
No, he is not. This is not about your petty vengeance. Or mine. This is about restoring order to Mordor. To all of Middle-earth. The end fought for. You are but a vessel. And there are others. The Lady Galadriel sent you here for a reason. Together, we can bring Sauron to his knees. We can finish what our people started so long ago.
Just like the 9 kings who became who became the Nazgul. How does it feel to be left holding the bag,
Sacrifices
Ollie?
are not in vain.
Huh.
This is the only way.
Hope you think it was worth it. Not even an apology. Oh, what does Sheila want now?
Oh, for God's sake, let the man die.
This is pretty much beating the dead horse.
See the future you have wrought. A bright lord instead of a dark one.
You pitiful man. I gave you sight.
Sadly, I knew this was coming.
Yeah.
You showed me a fate I could not change.
You are wrong.
Residents of Mordor really have made a thing about tormenting Olinda, haven't they?
When you and Celebrimbor forged a new ring of power, I saw where your path ended. Locked in battle against Sauron at the top of Barad-dûr. And you won. Sauron was enslaved, and the Bright Lord rose in his place. The armies of Mordor marched forth under his banner, and Middle-earth fell under his heel. That is the future I fought against. The future you prevented. Because you saw Celebrimbor for what he was.
No.
Your war is not yet ended, Talion. Either a Bright Lord or a Dark Lord rules Barad-dûr. The balance of power must be maintained, or all of Middle-earth will fall.
Minas Morgul.
Yes. From there, Mordor can be held back.
How? The ring is gone.
I asked you once, how much are you willing to sacrifice? Open your eyes. Open your eyes, Talion. Open your eyes.
Well, it's 8 rings.
You may not be the Bright Lord anymore, but you can still become the Grim Lord.
The Edge Lord.
Oh God.
As long as I have breath in my body, my fate is my own.
If you were to go after Celebrimbor now, I would call it a supreme act of pettiness.
Isn't that what vengeance is?
Yes and no. Being petty for the sake of being petty is funny and potentially annoying. Vengeance can sometimes lead to a greater purpose.
The Dark Lord, the Bright Lord, and the Edge Lord. Oh, there are 3 kingdoms.
Yep. Don't you just want to kill Celebrimbor again?
I'm not sure he can be killed.
Even if we call the Ghostbusters?
This is Minas Morgul.
Sorry?
You are one
Even if we call the Ghostbusters?
Maybe they.
This is
Ah.
You are one man. I am one.
You won't be needing any more pickled eggs now, will you?
No. Pickled eggs are now superfluous. What's ghost currency? They don't eat food.
God damn it. Woos? How do you
I
think
don't
Ric
know.
Flair keeps paying to live?
If I remember correctly, I believe Ghost can be
I don't think any
bought by
pickled
their
eggs.
own- by property
This is going to be
promise of their own
46 pickled eggs.
fulfillment, and then
Your currency means nothing to us. We are the
there goes
Borg.
the sea things dead, so I suppose revenge will do.
Oh yeah, shit just got real. This bitch.
Ghost Napper. Oh, that's a point. Do you think they can... I mean, I would forgive everything if they put in Ghost Napper DLC as a general.
I've lost audio. I lost audio.
Oh yeah.
Well, this is a...
Putting the band off.
Well, this is a turn up, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm now hearing a version of Ghost Napper's song, only he says
basically a
"Italian,
necromancer."
Italian."
Charge my hordes of darkness.
Bring me the head of the Despicable One.
Yes, no more Despicable Me. I hate those films.
Not seen them.
Your own self. Your
I
self-loathing.
still hate them.
Why can I not summon a dragon?
Because the game has been changed. Celebrimbor can summon a dragon. He was the Bright Lord. You are the Edge Lord, as you now call yourself. Do you prefer it?
Well, let's have a look at his abilities. Edgelord. It's a derogatory term for emo for the sake of emo, like Season 4 of Yu-Gi-Oh! With the Orichalcos and what have you. I still have the abilities.
Prepare for Operation Gay Emo Kid.
So can I not dominate Uruks anymore?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Why would you want to? You've got ghosts now.
So, do I just recruit anything I kill?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's a much better way of doing it.
You're Zog now. So what do you think? Is it better to be Edgelord or Brightlord?
Well, what is the actual name of Italian's new station?
I called it Grimlord. I
Right.
suppose the name would be Wraith, probably.
Oh, hold on. Inventory. broadsword. Why am I still using that?
Yeah. Throw it away. Like he threw you away. That corrupted sword you had would be apropos, I think.
I think that's the one I'm using. Ah! Nice armor.
Very.
Oh, you can still dominate. You can also do that.
I'm thinking now, you'll be fighting the Witch King, you'll be fighting the Witch King, and he will likely say, "No man can kill me."
So we're left to assume that
saying,
Talion gave up
"I'm
what
not
remains of
leaving."
his humanity.
Yeah. Well, the Witch King doesn't die until Return of the King. And, well, he might not even...
I know. Look, I'm not going to spoil
don't
what
die on
happened,
screen.
so...
Well, it's possible the Witch King didn't even die then. Like, it's established in this that the wraiths, when reduced to spirits, just go back to Barad-dûr to regenerate. And it could be that Sauron was killed before he managed to regenerate, and therefore he couldn't come back.
That was a theory I drew up the day Aragorn told me that they were ring wraiths, neither living nor dead. I also theorised that if all it took to kill the Witch King was a woman, why didn't he die when Arwen washed them down river in Fellowship?
I think No Man Can Kill the Witch King was more a rumour than anything else. How do you like that? Well, there were rumours that there was a rumour.
Rumours of a rumour?
But that was bullshit.
All I know about those rumours were how they were started. It's a fairly lengthy story told in the expansion pack for Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth, Rise of the Witch King.
Disappear!
They gave Angmar its very own faction, consisting of trolls, Númenorian exiles, hill tribes, and of course, wraiths and black magic. Oh, and they had direwolves, I think.
Yes, run, cowards, run!
It does, however, tell the tale of how the fortress of Armen Sul became what it was.
Oh, I have a lot of elf shot now.
Considering you're not remotely elf.
Yeah.
It would be more appropriate to call it Wraith Shot now.
Ah.
Or I suppose if you want to, you can call it Edge Shot.
Nah. It only works as Edgelord is really the only one that works.
From Elf Shot? Not from Elf Shot to Edge Shot. Yeah, you're right. There's supposed to be 9 Nazgûl. How many times have you faced these people?
Quite a few. reach the upper city.
I'm surprised we haven't heard the Mazdor scream. I always like that.
Yeah, I've not heard that in this game. I can't do it.
I think my favourite one was in Two Towers at the end where Frodo says, "They've come." Then we hear the screech and Faramir looks up and goes, "Nazgul!"
Ah, the corruption doesn't affect me anymore.
Why would it? You're one of them now.
The armour looks appropriate, doesn't it?
I wonder what Gandalf would say if he could see you.
I don't think he'd be too pleased. Yeah, it's weird that Gandalf never turned up in these games. You would think he would.
Nah, I don't think Mordor is a
You'd
place
think. I
for
mean,
him.
he's, you know, added into literally everything
Remember how he
else.
fared against, how he fared in Dol Guldur?
Yeah.
Well, this is Mordor, the heart of that evil.
Yo.
Join us, brothers. I am not of darkness yet.
You might as well be.
Brother.
I'm gonna make it plain and simple, Witch King. Give me that crown! That reminds me of something I heard in a TV show once. I don't care if you're the princess of the universe. Get out of my chair!
Huh. I didn't think he could be pinned to the floor, but it was worth a try, wasn't it?
I didn't think he'd be wielding a... Is it a mace or is it a scepter?
It looks like a mace to me, that's what I always assumed it was. But
It looks fairly like the weapon he wielded in Battle for Middle-earth. And that was called a scepter.
maybe it's both. That's not fair. Most heinous.
You fight and fight. Resist with all your strength. But why?
What I find rather interesting is the fact that you can see from the Wraith perspective, even when you emerge with Celebrimbor. From anyone else's perspective, you're fighting hooded figures.
Yeah. You know, actually,
Go on.
the ring wraiths are actually invisible. Like, they can't be seen by people outside the wraith world that the ring takes you into. Apart from their clothes, apparently. Those Black Rider robes were apparently visible even though they weren't.
Yeah. And that's what I mean. From anyone else's perspective, you're fighting Black Riders.
Yeah.
You're only seeing them as they are because you can see in the right perspective.
Yeah. Ah.
I suppose never before has the term "I see dead people" more appropriate.
Yeah, I suppose.
What I find funny is the fact that you can quickly add on to that the words "so glad they're at my feet," and all of them are lying at my feet.
Ow. Dodge rolls are becoming very important.
Dodge!
Yes, they are.
I'm Dark Souls in this shit. Ah.
Dodge! Not like they had you done. No, you don't.
I can banish him.
Banish him!
You don't get to face Sauron, but at least you can still have the Palantir.
Yeah.
My soul remains, then I banish you. Minas Morgul is mine!
I wonder what flashback we'd see of him.
Yeah. Well, we don't know anything about him other than his reputation as the Witch King.
I know how he fought in the war against Arnor. Know nothing about his history before he was Nazgul. I guess we'll never know now.
Hmm.
Unless we get a Palantir. Spoiler warning, Ollie. You don't play as Talion anymore.
Right.
I was rather hoping this would be more instantaneous, so my spoiler wouldn't mean much. You're Celebrimbor now.
Huh.
Meanwhile, at the Palace of Righteous Justice.
Hello, Sauron.
Right Lord now.
In the body of elf or man, you are unchanged, Celebrimbor.
Wanna try dominating his mind, Ollie?
Why don't you...
Does it
what?
matter?
Why is he not wearing the armour? That armour's iconic.
So, yeah, you're just fighting regular. Regular boring Sauron.
By the looks of things, he doesn't need the armor because you can't even get close to him.
I have never felt such power!
I'm kicking his ass.
I can't actually
Yeah,
like him
he's
without
not
the
as threatening
armor.
as
You match
you'd
you with the
expect.
swordplay. Looks more like a proper fight.
Yeah. Huh. It
I think we
does
played a
look...
Lord of the Rings game at one point where I played as where like you got I can't remember what it was, but I think we basically invaded an orc village.
Briefly,
I remember,
of course.
well, not an orc, the
You wanted
Hobbits
him with
village
the
thing, and then
armor.
suddenly
You
I think one of us
got it.
became Sauron for 5 seconds, and then an eagle kills him.
How do you know? I
Yeah.
already knew that.
Ah, that was Lord of the Rings Conquest.
Oh, now he's got a mace.
Is he on stilts in that armour?
It does make you wonder, considering how small he looks out of it. Maybe he's like Tom Cruise.
What, dangerously insecure?
Yeah. And then when you try and say anything to him, he like becomes crazy about it.
Compensating for something.
If you think that you can beat me, then you're gonna have you've got a crazy laugh coming your way. Tom Cruise.
Elf shot.
We're working on mission. We're working on Mission Impossible 5 right
In the
now.
words
A
of
movie all
in the
about
words
Tom
of
Cruise trying to
Shrek,
fuck his
maybe
wife.
he's compensating for something.
Remember the Star Stories version of him?
Yeah.
Well, first, what? I didn't get
Ginger
that joke.
twat! Why not join the Jedi, Tom?
The Force is strong with you.
There's only one real alien-based religion, and that's
Why don't you turn
Scientology.
into the other?
Suit yourself. Scientology. More like wankology.
Huh.
I wonder how this game. I wonder if this game would be considered more interesting if Sauron could use his power over the race to bring Talion
Oh,
into
Sauron
safety.
isn't really that much of a threat to you, is he?
Well, as long as I spam Shadow Strike.
Oh, that's broken.
Ah!
He was probably better off without the armor.
Yeah, I'd say he was.
Mind you, he has come close to killing you with it.
Damn, this outfit gives me more power, but wrecks my mobility in unforeseen circumstances.
Ah, back in the armor-free version. I think he's cottoned on to the fact that he was faring better without it.
Let's see
like
you
this
spam now, motherfucker.
Won't need to. Oh! Gotcha.
I like how he just picks you up by the neck. Shove off. You put your sword through and just shove off.
Yeah. Oh.
Sorry, Celebrimbor. Mordor has only room for one lord. One ring of power, one dark lord.
You know, when he cut off a finger, he should have gone. No, he should have mentioned something about divorce.
This is why he never reacted to you taking his thoughts. He knew he could crush you whenever he wanted.
Casting shadow over Mordor. Talion had retaken the city.
It's all
of
on
Minas
Talion now.
But his war was far from over. His greatest battle would be fought against the shadow within himself.
Oh, Talion now
in the
gets to say,
towers
I
of the
told you
east.
so.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
To hold back the darkness,
Except he won't.
to save the world of men.
Act 4, The Shadow Wars.
The game movie didn't have any gameplay after this.
Apparently there's one more, there's like a true ending. Like, if you're not a completionist, you could take that as the end. But,
Yeah. It just jumps straight into that ending.
Let's see.
Trophy earned, stalemate his victory. The Dark Ranger. You've defeated the Witch King and become the Lord of Minas Morgul. New skills unlocked, Raise Dead and Ring Wraith. New challenge unlocked, Minas Morgul Fight Pits. Complete this challenge to unlock the Undying Loyalty upgrade for the Raise Dead skill. New legendary gear set, Ring Wraith gear. Minas Morgul and the fortresses of Mordor are yours. However, the flaming eye above Barad-dûr is fixed upon you, and the Lord of Mordor sends more powerful orcs to lay siege. Upgrade your fortresses and increase the levels of your followers, or dominate the higher level invaders and recruit them to strengthen your army. Keep Mordor in a state of perpetual war. Only then can the free people of Middle-earth prepare for the War of the Ring.
How does it feel to be the single safeguard for the rest of Middle-earth?
He's laid siege to Cirith Ungol. Urafel.
We're past the 3-hour mark.
Yeah, way past. Hold on, what are you...
So the rest is just grinding then?
Yeah, the rest is just grinding. Might as well end the stream here then, because,
Might as well.
yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah. Yeah. Isildur's ring. Yeah. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed the stream. We'll see you next time. Bye.